Sarcophagus of Khufu Ankh, the House of Life, or PRNH, as it was pronounced in ancient Egypt, was considered as one of the essential equipments of the burial in ancient Egypt. The sarcophagus actually housed the mummy of the deceased during his journey from east to west and protected him in his afterlife from any evil spirits. A sarcophagus is a frame which surrounded the body and also protected it from tomb robbers. The first appearance of a sarcophagus was the alabaster sarcophagus, which was found in the tomb of Queen HDP-HRS, the mother of King Cheops. There are many sorts of sarcophagi. The most ancient sarcophagus was made out of hard stone like granite, diorite, or schist. In the early beginning, the sarcophagus never carried any inscriptions or drawings upon it. It was a plain flat sarcophagus without any decorations or inscriptions carried on it. Examples of sarcophagi which didn't have any decorations are those of King Cheops, Chephren and Mycerinus, found inside of their pyramids. By the 4th dynasty, the noblemen and kings started representing some scenes as well as inscriptions on the sarcophagi. A sarcophagus usually had rectangular shape. If it had decorations, it was modestly decorated with a facade of the royal palace like this sarcophagus in front of us, belonging to a man called hwfw. Khufu Ankh was one of the noblemen who lived during the 4th dynasty and served during the reign of King Cheops. This sarcophagus was found at his tomb at Giza, made out of pink granite. It is represented with 3 entrances and 6 windows above it. These are inscriptions surrounding the decorations IRP3T, the Speaker of the House, SD3 WTBT, Seal Bearer, SMRW Tai, the Sole Companion, hwfw. Although he was a nobleman, he replaced his name in the cartouche as form of respect for King Cheops, khwfw. Most sarcophagi are made out of hard stone like granite and diorite, but some are made out of light limestone. Some say that limestone sarcophagi belong to noblemen. But this isn't true because some limestone sarcophagi belong to the royal family, like the sarcophagi of the 2 wives of Mentuhotep II. In ancient Egypt, they wrote secret spells all over the inside walls of the pyramids, which become known as pyramid texts. During the first intermediate period, some pyramids were robbed and others destroyed. As a result, instead of writing these texts on the walls of the pyramid, they began writing them on the sarcophagi. Thus, in the Middle Kingdom, these spells were called coffin texts. In the Middle Kingdom, they were writing on royal papyri and became known as the Book of the Dead. Why did they place a member of the royal family in a sarcophagus? They placed members of the royal family in limestone sarcophagi because it was easier to inscribe the complete spells on them since it was smoother. Each sarcophagus consisted of 2 main parts, the lid and the body. The lid usually had 2 protruding handles on both sides, so they could transport it from the top to the bottom of the tomb by placing ropes around the handles. The mummy was traditionally buried in a sarcophagus, taking the shape of a mummy. In addition to the scenes found on this sarcophagus, in the New Kingdom we found the 4 corners, the 4 protective goddesses, Isis, Nephthys, Night, Selket, with their wings spread to protect the sarcophagus.